Team, hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 habits to achieve weight loss fast. These 5 habits that you can integrate right away after watching this video, implement them every single day, and I guarantee you will see fast weight loss. And for a lot of you over 30s that just want to finally achieve and sustain their dream body and healthy lifestyle, especially now that it's been brought to the surface with it being summer, you've got plans, holidays. It's a time when you're feeling motivated to make a change. And this is going to give you 5 implementable actions that you can take away from this and get going. So habit number 1 that I want to share with you is going for a morning walk. Okay. Upon waking, getting yourself outside and getting some form of movement in is going to be incredibly valuable. If we're starting our day by going for a walk, getting outside, lowering our stress level, that's already going to help us to, reduce stress in our life, because high levels of stress has been shown to massively increase the hunger hormone, which is obviously going to lead to overeating. So we can see it from that standpoint, but also getting outside and moving is going to help your body to expend more calories, therefore help us to lose body fat. And what's so great about the morning for me is before the chaos of life kicks in, and every man and his dog, needs your attention, your family, work, there's always so much going on. Create time for yourself before the chaos of your day. It's going to really allow you to be intentional and get on the front foot, especially with it being nicer. I mean, it's not actually a nice day right now if you're watching this, but with it being lighter in the morning and generally the weather getting warmer and nicer, why this is so great is because if you can commit to getting up 30 to 60 minutes earlier and you go for an hour walk in the morning, you're going to literally get 6,000 to 8,000 steps in. That's before your day's even begun. So an increased level of daily movement is going to help contribute to losing weight fast. And increasing our daily movement is one of the easiest things that we can do. It contributes to 15% of total energy burnt each day. That's 3 times more than what we burn through specific exercise. Because if we think about it, specific exercise is only, a 30-minute gym class or 45 minutes of resistance work compared to 16 hours that you're awake and moving. So that is the first thing that I want you to implement, is create time in the morning, go for a walk, 30 to 60 minutes, and just by committing to getting up earlier and making it a priority, it's going to really help you to lose weight fast. Now, the second thing that I want you to do, which is absolutely game changing, is make sure we have a high protein breakfast. And I want you to aim to have 20 to 40 grams of protein. Now, this is going to ensure that the first meal of our day is intentional with us wanting to lose weight. There is so much research that shows the power of having a high protein diet when we're trying to lose weight. First and foremost, it keeps us full and content. There's a big difference. You could have a bowl of cereal for 300 calories, or you could have a 3-egg omelette with vegetables and ham. That omelette is going to be bigger in volume. It's going to fill you up significantly more, which means that you're not getting hungry at 10 o'clock. You've got a sustained level of energy until lunchtime. So it's going to help you to calorie control your day, which, obviously we know we need to be in a calorie deficit to lose weight and see that physical change. So just by getting in 20 to 40 grams of protein for breakfast, because it's very easy as an adult who's over 30, who's busy, to kind of just grab a breakfast bar, to maybe skip breakfast. And, we're going down a rabbit hole if we were going to talk about fasting, and, that is an option for some people, but it's preference, of course. Like if you don't want to eat breakfast, you don't have to. There are so many ways that we can skin a cat. But that being said, for most of you, getting a good quality breakfast that's going to stabilize our blood sugar levels, fill us up, is absolutely crucial. So 20 to 40 grams of protein for breakfast. If you want any ideas of kind of like, okay, Ben, what does that look like? How can that, fit in my life when, I've got 2 children, I do shift work? Just drop me a message on Instagram at Ben Coaching. Let's have a chat. More than happy to help and give you a couple of meal ideas to get you going. So that's the second habit that I want you to implement. Now, the third habit is having 2 servings of green vegetables for your dinner, okay? For your lunch and dinner. That is the absolute goal here. And if we can do that, we're going to significantly increase the amount of fiber in our diet, which is going to help us to sustain a calorie deficit to lose weight. Now, typically for lunch, you might have, just an example, chicken and rice. For your dinner, you might have a bolognese and pasta. Okay, that is absolutely fine. But if we now add 2 servings of vegetables to that meal, you're only going to add anywhere from 30 to 60 calories but you're going to fill yourself up so much more. You're going to be eating, you're going to double the volume of food, because if you had with your lunch, so you had chicken and rice, but then you had 100 gram of broccoli cooked weight and 100 gram of green beans cooked weight, you're only going to add, again, 60 calories, maybe a little bit more, let's say, but 200 grams of cooked vegetables is going to significantly fill your plate. It's probably going to double your plate. Same with having that bolognese in the evening. So by adding 2 servings of vegetables with your meals, it's going to mean that you get to eat more food volume, but without adding many more calories. And that's what weight loss is all about. It's not about eating less. It's actually about eating more. It's just learning to be calorie efficient so that the food that we eat is good quality that actually fills us up. And that's the thing, that the misconception is that losing weight has to be demoralizing. It means that we have to eat a lettuce leaf for lunch. And it's like, no, you could actually eat a massive voluminous plate of food that stuffs you like a bread bin, but actually, allows you to lose weight because you're able to adhere to that calorie restricted diet that you need to lose weight in the first place. So a great rule of thumb where possible is vegetables that are green are a really good place to start because they're high in fiber. The cruciferous family, have a really high vitamin and mineral intake. So broccoli, cabbage, pak choi, sprouts, kale, fantastic sources of cruciferous vegetables. But then also like root veg is really good. Anything where we can eat the skin. So, like carrots, parsnips, these are all great and really filling as well. And from a calorie standpoint, are in a good place. So 2 servings of green veg or root vegetables with your lunch, with your dinner. And the thing is, you can batch cook this. Like on an evening, you could literally, cut up 5 or 6 carrots and parsnips and broccoli and cauliflower and just whack it on a tray, roast some vegetables, and then they're done for a good significant portion of the week. So get your vegetables in, and it's going to make a significant impact. And if you're looking at kind of like what serving would that be, around 200 gram of cooked vegetables in weight is a really nice place to start. And honestly, just try it and tell me how you feel, especially when you're having 20 to 40 grams of protein for breakfast as well. Absolutely game changing. And now this is kind of a continuation of that habit. So the next habit that I want you to implement here is, and it kind of links in with this habit, but is to consume 1 piece of fruit with every single meal. So with our lunch and our dinner, if we're having 2 servings of veg, and then with every meal, we're adding 1 piece of fruit to it, we're going to significantly increase that food volume, the amount of vitamins and minerals that we're eating, and it's just really going to help you to lose weight quick. So an example, for breakfast, let's say you're having protein porridge, can we have an apple on the side? For lunch, we have chicken, jacket potato and vegetables or salad. Can we then have a pear on the side? For our dinner, we have spaghetti bolognese and vegetables. Can we then have a kiwi on the side? And a really great thing to look for here is fruit with the skin on. So like kiwi, eating the skin, pear, apple, blueberries. They're all really tasty. They're really high in fiber because the fiber sits in the skin. So therefore it's going to fill you up. But again, they're really low in calories. Strawberries, raspberries, all of the good stuff as well. So by adding 2 servings of green veg to your lunch and dinner and having 1 piece of fruit with every meal, you are significantly increasing your daily fiber intake, therefore your fullness, and you're not even eating that many more calories. But that is the key. We don't want to just skimp on our food and eat a really small portion because it's just not going to do us any favors. Sometimes we can get confused that because we're eating more food and more fiber, we feel a bit more bloated. We assume, I shouldn't be feeling bloated, I'm trying to lose weight. And actually the case is no, like if you're feeling bloated and full, that's not a bad thing, especially when we're adhering to that deficit, because we'll lose weight incredibly quick. So they're the first 3 habits, okay? Getting out for that morning walk, 30 to 60 minutes is going to be ideal. The second one, eating 20 to 40 grams of protein for breakfast. Third habit, getting 2 servings of green or root veg for your lunch and dinner, and having 1 piece of fruit with every meal, okay? They're the first 3 habits. Now, the final 2, again, are just going to help to take this to the next level, okay? So the fourth thing that I want you to now think about is hydration. We are 50 to 70% water in all of our cells in our body, so being hydrated is just vital, for our bodily processes to occur, for us to feel fit, healthy, not fatigued, and everything to run efficiently. Now also, when we're hydrated, we're feeling good, all is great. But if we're not feeling, if we're dehydrated, we can have a lapse in energy, concentration, feel fatigued. That can link into cravings occurring, okay? Because our body's under stress. And also we can feel hungry when actually it could just be that we're thirsty, right? We're dehydrated. So The simplest habit that you can add to hydrate more is with every single meal that you eat, before you eat it, down a pint of water. Because if you're eating breakfast, lunch, an afternoon snack and dinner, you're eating 4 times a day. So if you were to down a pint of water before you eat each meal, you're going to be drinking 2 litres of water. And then if you're sipping on water throughout the day with your water bottle, you can see how suddenly you go from drinking a litre to 3 to 4 litres. That's going to significantly improve your body's ability to lose weight, to manage your hunger and your energy, general fatigue levels as well. And what's great about downing a pint of water before you eat every meal is 2 things. One, we're stacking a habit onto an existing habit, okay? And this is how you can build habits easier, because you eat every day. That doesn't change. You have your breakfast, you have your lunch, you have your afternoon snack, you have your dinner. So downing a pint of water with each meal, it becomes a necessary part of the process. It's like, it's easy to automate and build into your life because you eat every day. So if you associate pint of water first, then eat, you just build it in, simple as that. So that's the first thing. Now, the second thing that is really great about this, by downing a pint of water before you eat your food, it can sometimes just help to fill you up a little bit, especially if you've been dehydrated in between your meals. So that's another habit that you can implement to lose weight fast. And the final one that I'm going to talk about is a little system that we use within the Lean and Fulfilled lifestyle to help our clients eat out, whenever they're eating at a restaurant, wherever they're eating at a friend's house, work socials, but it gives them the power and control back. It allows them to eat out, enjoy themselves, but still eat within a calorie deficit to lose weight. Because the reality is, you can be absolutely smashing it Monday to Thursday, but then you've got a work social on Friday, you're out for Sunday lunch on Sunday, and you've got a date night on Saturday, right? And, if we look at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 42.9% of your week. Okay, that's nearly half your week. This is where so much progress is left on the table, and why, for so many adults, weight loss is so slow. Because it would continue to move at a fast rate if you controlled the weekends better. And a lot of that is eating out or eating at friend's house, family's house. So what you can use, and this is something that we created inside the Lean and Fulfilled lifestyle, is following principle-based nutrition. This is where we choose a protein dominant meal that has vegetables, and then obviously it's going to have a carbohydrate source. But the real magic lies in the order that you eat the food in. No magic benefits, just in the fact that it's going to fill you up quicker. And then if we do a little something at the end of the meal, it ensures that we eat in a calorie deficit without really having to worry about tracking it, and we're making informed decisions that align with our goal. So the first thing that you want to do when you've got your meal is eat the protein element first. Okay, so let's say we order steak, fries, and obviously it comes with a bit of vegetables. So you eat the steak first. The protein's going to fill you up quicker, and that is a necessity, a macronutrient that we need to lose weight and feel at our best. Okay, so we eat the protein first. Then we want to eat the salad or the vegetables second, because we're going to extract all the micronutrients, all the vitamins and minerals, and all of the fiber that's going to help fill us up quicker. So protein first, then we eat the vegetables, and then by the time that you get to the carbohydrates, you're actually not feeling, you're actually feeling quite full. You're not as hungry because you've eaten so much protein, which takes that, longer to digest, so it sits in our stomach, then all the fiber. So then all we need to do is enjoy the carbohydrates, the chips, whether it be a wrap or a bun if it's a burger, pasta if it's pasta, but just leave a small portion on your plate. Okay, because when we're eating out, the calories are so high because of cooking oils, butters, sauces, so many things out of your control. So if we actually eat the food in that order to fill ourselves up, and then we make a commitment to just leave a small portion of carbohydrates left on the plate, we get to enjoy a nice meal, but we're being sensible, and we're naturally trying to eat in a calorie deficit. It's a way that you can be intentional and feel empowered and in control when eating out, which if you do that and did that across every week, when you go into your friend's house, when you're going out for meals, you're going to save so many unnecessary calories that are actually going to help you be in a bigger deficit, help you lose weight quicker. So that is principle-based nutrition, choosing a protein dominant meal, eating it in that certain order that I said, and leaving a small portion of carbohydrates on the plate behind. Don't knock it till you've tried it. It's absolutely game changing. So look, there are my 5 habits to achieve quick weight loss, and going to be incredibly valuable for you as we now head in to the peak of summer and as we go throughout it. So give them a go. Let me know how you get on. I know they're going to be so valuable for you. Get implementing right away. And let me know how you find it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.